Peterson is in for shoot. That's found the gap in the field. The sweeper picks up. That's 2 more runs on the board. Safely taken by Rudolph.
A slight fumble, but safely taken in the end.
Pollock gets his second wicket. This was how the wicket fell. Inzamam ul Haq makes his way back to the dressing room.
Well, it seems like miles back to the pavilion when you've got out cheaply.
That's a superb throw.
What a waste of a wicket. Terrible communication by the batsman.
This was the end of the innings for Yusuf Yuhana. So then, that's the end of Yusuf Yuhana. There it goes. He's got that one over the infield and away for 4. The crowd were brought to their feet by that shot.
What a good placement. No one at home, over the top for 4.
Yunus Khan. Two bowlers have now been used by Smith. Mel continues. It's in the air. Fantastic work from Rudolph.
That was moving pretty quickly and he did well to cling onto it.
Mel gets his first wicket. This was how the innings ended for Shoaib Malik. That's a duck for Shoaib Malik.
Well, he certainly wasn't out in the middle for very long.
Hall is after it. Out. He's been caught.
That was an important catch. He did very well to hang on to it.
Pakistan are 6 down now for 28. Mel gets his second wicket. Let's see the action replay of that.
He wasn't there for very long, as his score shows.
Abdul Razak facing. Super shot. Abdul Razak. Ten runs came from that over by Mel. Pollock to bowl to Yunus Khan. Forced off the back foot. Hall out at long on. 1 run to Yunus Khan. Pollock continues. It's straight at Smith. Abdul Razak waiting at the striker's end. Abdul Razak waiting at the striker's end. There it goes. It goes over the top.
He's always looking for that shot. It's a really strong point for him.
Pollock continues. .15 overs are left in the innings. There it goes. Kippenar is underneath it and takes it comfortably.
That went up miles. It had snow on it by the time it came down.
That's the 3rd wicket now for Mel. This was the end of the innings for Yunus Khan. Pakistan are 7 down now for 41.
Now that the tail is exposed, they need to keep it tight in the field and not give away any bonus runs.
There it goes. Peterson is chasing that one and safe. Just 1 run. Comfortably held by Chibnall.
Very safely taken. Soft hands, that's what's important.
Nell gets his 4th wicket. Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Nell continues. There it goes. He's gone over the top with that, and it looks like 4 runs. That's the first boundary. Pushed into the gap. Oh, that is an excellent shot. That's the first boundary for Mohammad Hafiz.
That was a nicely timed shot. You don't need to smash the ball to the boundary every time.
Mohammad Hafiz waiting at the striker's end. Peterson is chasing that one. Peterson cuts that off. They've turned that into 2. That's good running. That's 4 more. Mohammad Hafiz very quickly onto that one.
Everything was in the right place there. It fairly raced away to the boundary.
Mohammad Hafiz facing. Pollock to bowl to Mohammad Hafiz. Amazing catch.
That was a really good effort by the fielder. He did well to cling on to it.
Pollock gets his 1st wicket. We can have a look at that again. Mohammad Hafiz scored 10 runs from 5 balls. Stopped by Smith. And the end of the over.
The one-day fielding restrictions really give attacking batsmen an advantage at the start of the innings.
Yasir Hamid facing. He's cleared the infield, 4 runs. Picked up very early by Yasir Hamid.
He picked that up nicely, and it's got him forward.
Nell to bowl to Yasir Hamid. Hit straight to a fielder. That might be out. It is.
Needed an early wicket, and they got one.
This was how the innings ended for Yasir Hamid. Yasir Hamid goes for only 4.
That's a long walk back when you haven't scored many runs.
Yusuf Yohana facing. Nell to Yusuf Yohana. That's out of the ground. That was still going up as it cleared the rope.
That was a super shot. I really didn't think it was too bad a ball.
And the end of the over.
Pakistan are off to a flying start here. If they can keep it going, they're in for a large total.
Pollock at the start of his run-up. Peterson is in pursuit. That's found the gap in the field. The sweeper picks up.